Today we will hear the announcement of the 2019 Herbert Hoover Uncommon Public Service Award. The chair recognizes the senator from Benton, Senator Kaputzian.
Thank you, Mr. President. Today is the presentation of the 13th Annual Herbert Hoover Uncommon Public Service Award. And before I do that, I'd like to introduce the board and the trustees that are here, the members. And if you'd help me welcome them after I introduce them all. We have David Dirks, board chair, Bruce Barnhart, trustee, Jerry Flegel, president and CEO, and Brad Reiners, the communications manager. Please help me welcome them. It's my privilege to present the Uncommon Public Service Award named in honor of a most uncommon American, Herbert Hoover. The Hoover Presidential Foundation established this award 13 years ago to recognize one member of the Iowa House and one from the Iowa Senate who exemplify Herbert Hoover's humanitarian efforts and commitment with uncommon service to the people of Iowa. It's based on a speech Hoover delivered at Wilmington College in 1948 entitled Uncommon Men. In it, Hoover said, and I quote, "Let us remember that the great human advances have not been brought about by mediocre men and women. They were brought about by distinctly uncommon men and women with vital sparks of leadership." His message rings true for each of us in this chamber today. He went on to say, "The future of America will be in your hands. Our full hope of recovery in the moral and spiritual world is a wealth of uncommon men and women among our people." Herbert Hoover is the only United States president born in Iowa. He was born in a humble one-room cottage in Cedar County in August 1874. Orphaned at age 9, he raised himself up to accomplish many great things. In 1914, at the start of the Great War, he set aside a lucrative mining career to ensure millions of starving people in Europe would have food. President Hoover was an uncommon, extraordinary organizer and public servant. His diligent humanitarian effort saved the lives of millions of people suffering from the devastations of war, flood, and famine worldwide over his lifetime. Being uncommon is a quality of life and of service that we see often in our great state. We find uncommon people in our schools, churches, courts, and hospitals, among other places. We even find them in our state government, and that is why we are here today, to recognize an uncommon legislator from the Iowa State Senate. It's greatly satisfying to me as a member of the Hoover Presidential Foundation that for the 13th consecutive year, we've recognized legislators from the Iowa Senate who have demonstrated uncommon and extraordinary public service to the people of this state. As you may recall, the 2018 Senate recipient was Senator Pam Yoakum. Senator, would you please announce this year's recipient?
Thank you, Senator Kaputzian. I know that Mr. Hoover is here in spirit today as we present this award to Senator Ken Rozenboom. Elected to the Iowa Senate in 2013, Senator Rozenboom is from Mahaska County, where he previously served as the Mahaska County Supervisor. His nomination was submitted with a dozen names on it from both parties and included comments that it was clear that he is respected by his colleagues and constituents alike. They also wrote, when speaking to Senator Rozenboom, one can expect a fair hearing, honest and thoughtful discussion, and dedication to finding the right solution. Ken is the chairman of the Natural Resources and Environment Committee and is a member of the Agriculture, Appropriations, and Education Committees. He is well known for his work on clean water standards and for crafting historic water quality legislation on a bipartisan level, all without raising taxes or placing regulatory hurdles on Iowans. Ken is married to his wife, Becky, and they have one daughter, one son, and 4 grandchildren. Outside of these halls, he has served on the boards of the 8th Judicial District Department of Correctional Services, 1015 Transit Board, Central Iowa Juvenile Detention Center, Area 15 Regional Planning Commission, AHEAD Regional Housing Trust Fund, Farm Bureau, Human Services Resource Council, and Christian Opportunity Center, in addition to serving as an elder and deacon in the church. Let me conclude with some remarks that Mr. Hoover made on his last visit to West Branch in 1962. I have had every honor to which any man could aspire, he said. There is no place on the whole earth except here in America where all the sons of man can have this chance in life. Here alone are the open windows through which pour the sunlight of the human spirit. Here alone is human dignity not a dream, but an accomplishment. Perhaps it is not perfect, but it is more full in realization here than any other place in the world. Please join me once again in congratulating Senator Ken Rozenboom, the recipient of the Iowa Senate 2019 Herbert Hoover Uncommon Public Service Award.
Congratulations, Senator Rozenboom. Would you like to make any comments?
Well, thank you, Mr. President. I see my speak button came on. I suppose there's an expectation there. And I'm not real speechless very often, but this is pretty close. I'm sure I will regret later what I did not say, but I, first of all, want to thank my dear wife, Becky, 48 years plus, that she's put up with me, and you guys all know how that must work out. So, and my son Matt, who actually some of you heard about 7 years ago. You heard the story of his early life, right? For those of you that remember. But after a few years in the Army in Alaska and Afghanistan, he's now living in Des Moines. Kind of disappointed my grandkids from Australia are not here. But it's an absolute honor. I did not, when I saw Senator Yoakum get this last year, and Senator Hogue 1 year that I was here, Senator Kaputzian and others, I sit back and I hear the list of things they did, and I'm not in that group, I don't feel like, but I do thank you. It is an extreme honor for me to serve the constituents of Senate District 40, all the way from the Missouri border up through Pella. And it's a distinct honor to serve with every one of you in this room. I don't care what your party is. I don't care what your committee is. It's an honor for me, and I thank you for the opportunity to work with you.